Hi everybody. On stage 13, against all odds, we saw a great victory for Kwiatkowski from the break. We did not see Pogačar go early on the finish climb, even though his team worked all day. To me, this was not a lack of confidence or fear of a counter. He looked very confident, as if he simply did not want to waste more energy on stage 13. Stage 14 runs over 150k and has over 4,000 meters of elevation gain. A fierce fight for the break can be expected once more, and given that it starts climbing from the start, a strong break should be able to form. On the other hand, with those two big climbs in the second half of the stage, it is also very likely for the main contenders to pile on the pressure. In the second half of the stage, we get the first category Col de la Ramasse and the Hor category Col de Jouplan. Col de la Ramasse has a steep bit 2/3 into the climb, while the Col de Jouplan is a different beast altogether, featuring 5k above 9% in the second half of the climb. Both climbs have technical descents on the other side, including the descent into Morzinne. Here's the GC going into stage 14 with Pogačar eating 8 more seconds into Vingegaard's lead. Now only 9 seconds separate them. Expect the differences to be much bigger after this stage. In these mountain stages, not much changes in the points competition. Something that can't be said of the king of the mountain fight, where Pogačar now moves into second, closely followed by Johannessen and Kwiatkowski. On stage 14, there's a whopping 52 KOM points on offer for the first rider to crest all climbs. So most likely it will be Paulus' last day in the polka dot jersey. Here's the betting odds at the time of recording, with Pogačar and Vingegaard the outright favorites once more. We have seen Benoot and Van Aert saving energy on stage 13, which can in my book only mean one thing. They have marked this stage for Jonas. The Jouplan suits him and is the superior descender. Van Aert and or Benoot will fight to be in the break, serving as satellite riders for Jonas to launch on the Jouplan. In this scenario, I'm expecting the break won't get a big enough lead, and I expect this to be a GC day. Yet I'll also pick some break riders, whom obviously have to be superior climbers, yet with the technical descents they'll get served, it will be equally important to be a confident descender. So my long list picks for this stage are Vingegaard at Jumbo-Visma and Pogačar at UAE. Also at UAE, Yates hasn't looked at his best the last few days, yet he may well have kept something in the bag for this one. He's at 5 minutes in GC, yet if he goes, Jumbo will have to control or have Kuss glued to his wheel. In my book, it's either that or he gets dropped by the Jumbo train. At Ineos, Pidcock is doing amazingly well from the GC group and his descending is top-notch, so I expect him to do well on this stage too. I'm also picking Rodriguez for the top 10 from the GC group, as well as Fraile and Martinez from the break. Jai Hindley at Bora Hansgrohe. I thought about Gal, yet I think his descending isn't good enough to make the difference here. Then Manches at Intermarché and Bilbao, Mohoric and Landa at Bahrain. Bilbao lost 1 minute and 45 seconds today, so I'm expecting him to be allowed in the break again. Landa has been invisible so far, yet I'm not ruling him out, and I'm also expecting Mohoric to be in the break once more. Then we have Chavez at EF, Guerrero and Jorgensen at Movistar, and at Trek this is the day where Ciccone takes over the polka dot jersey and goes into the break with Skelmose, who came in at 25 minutes today, so I'm assuming to save his legs for stage 14. Also Bardet is far enough in GC to be allowed in the break. Maxime Van Giel's already indicated to give it another shot if the legs are good enough. And good old Johnny Zagire can once again be expected in the break. Finally, I'm also picking Michael Woods at Israel Premier Tech, Johannessen at Juno X, Simon Yates at Jaiko Alula, and Madouas and Pinot at Groupama. Vingegaard and Pogačar are my 4-star favorites. Pidcock and Skelmose get 3 stars. Hindley, Bilbao and Ciccone get 2 stars. Kuss, Simon Yates and Johnny Zagire each get 1 star. In terms of podium prediction, Pogačar looks threatening, yet I have this feeling the Jumbo-Visma plan will work. So I'm going with a win for Vingegaard ahead of Pogačar and Pidcock, who moves further up in GC. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.